of the Netherlands Research Integrity Network, we warmly welcome you to this annual symposium, which we are having today in Leiden and last year in Utrecht. And I already invited ourselves next year to another city in the Netherlands. We are really looking forward to today's program. And we heard from several people that the program is actually very interesting for today. There's an exciting number of topics. And I think we are very proud indeed for today's program because we brought together a number of topics that are highly relevant in current academia and are also highly relevant to the field of research integrity and responsible conduct of research. Before we start this program, let me connect this venue, which is a lovely location. I'm really glad that we found this, where we are hosted for today's event. We are at the World Museum Leiden, the former museum actually Volkenkunde, and it has merged with other museums into the World Museum. And as a result, now there is one museum at multiple locations. And it's interesting, they make a statement at their website which says, "We believe that the world has no center but is one vast network where everything influences each other. We explore the world around us and try to understand it better through our collection and exhibitions. At all locations of the Wereldmuseum, the focus is on the themes that influence our daily lives." And I thought, well, what a nice analogy actually for what NRIN stands for. So we are also a network, a service for all universities and universities of applied sciences in the Netherlands. And we welcome scholars from all different disciplines and also from abroad. I'm not sure if people from abroad are also present today, but last year there were. And also in our events, we welcome many different people. So we are trying to learn from each other on how to embed and how to live research integrity in our organizations. Similarly, the exhibitions that you find in this museum, and if you find some time, maybe are we allowed a sneak preview in the museum, or are we just right now? We don't have the time. So come back. They include artworks from various parts of the world, including Aboriginal art, world-famous Japanese Buddhas, ancient Mayas and Inca cultures, Chinese art, Indonesian bronze art, art from the Polar Circle, and musical instruments from Asia. Just a few things that you can easily find on the website of the museum that is being on the permanent exposition of this museum. The academic orientation of the museum, including the discussions on the appropriateness of some of these artworks in Western post-colonial times and the disruptive reactions sometimes stimulate, they want to stimulate that awareness also in their audience. So I think this also connects us today with this venue and our theme for today, because thinking about today's program, we observed that a lot of challenges we are facing in the academia. Let me just mention a few of them, and I think multiple of these challenges will pass in the several talks that we will listen to and the discussions that we will have today. I'm not sure if that's on a slide, actually. Should I turn the slide already? Oh, no, that's the ground rules. Let's go back first. Okay, so the first one is that since last year, the budget cuts in higher education have led to painful choices in educational programs and also in staffing in departments. I remember that last year when we were in Utrecht, at the same day, actually, major cuts were being announced for the humanities faculty in Utrecht University and also in other universities. So that was not the best day to hear of these cuts on our annual symposium. But also we will also have sessions on AI. So the use of language learning models, the so-called ChatGPT or Gemini, have conquered higher education. And for many teachers and researchers, the question is rather how to deal with this in assessing the skills and the knowledge of students. And it has become a challenge. At the same time, AI in research also offers loads of opportunities in all parts of the research cycle. But also, if AI will take over the preparation of our manuscripts or parts of our research, is this trustworthy and potentially disruptive to responsible and high-quality research? These are challenging questions that you might also discuss today. Since October 7, 2023, Dutch universities have also been challenged to deliver statements on collaborations with Israel and more broadly on collaborations with universities and countries that are controversial and unwarranted. The call to take academic responsibility and the demand for universities to set an example has been repetitive and has led to much debate in society and within the universities, and hopefully also to a lot of dialogue within universities and society. Also, since the Trump administration has started, we also see a threat to academic freedom more clearly in the universities than we have seen before. And even though academic freedom has been discussed more broadly, we now see that certain research areas are simply shut down and staff is fired and lists with forbidden words are being introduced. Working in a department on ethics myself, which includes a research group on diversity and inclusion, this is intolerable. The academy is a place of critical debate, and many scholars have strong opinions on the question if and how scholars should, can, or should not be involved in political and societal debate and be more activist. Scientist rebellion has been active for multiple years, and also the debates on conflict areas and violations of human rights have fueled this discussion. I think 4 different reasons of why we see that there are many challenges in current academia. And these challenges also impact how we work as academics, how we conduct responsible research, and how academics are involved in societal debates. And this was the start actually for today's program. So this is kind of an explanation why all these different topics are in our program to be found. And we hope that we can bring you a number of interesting discussions and reflections that are already at the tip of our academic tongue, so to say. And it made sense to us to organize an event on these very urgent topics and to discuss with each other how it relates to research integrity and responsible conduct of research. And with this huge group of people present, and with such a variety of opinions and experiences on any of these topics, we do feel the need to point some ground rules for our discussions today. So there they are. These are the following. We make today a safe and open space. We will record the public lectures, but not the discussions, so feel free to share all your thoughts openly. We seek dialogue with each other, so that's also a clear starting point for us, and not so much the controversy or the debate. We respect different views and opinions, and we like you all to network and especially enjoy the day. I hope that it gives you a lot of food for thought and a lot of exchange with each other. Now, I think that Rita, who has organized this whole event in such a wonderful way again, has a practical announcement to make before we actually begin with our content session.
Thank you, Mariette. Indeed, so as Mariette said, my name is Rita Santos. If you didn't know my face, for sure you know my name, given the amount of emails that I shared over the past weeks. So inside your bag, you have a flyer with the program and also the information about the Wi-Fi, but Edrom also works fine. The workshops are mentioned in your name badge, so if in case you didn't collect your name badge, please go downstairs and in the registration, my lovely assistant T, Anisette, and Ilse de Jong will be able to help you. If you haven't registered for any workshop, feel free to choose. Hopefully there will be space, for sure. And the room for the workshops I will announce when we finish the first part of the program, so that you know where to go, and also the assistants will help you. Signs to the rooms, well, we'll have people guiding you to the rooms, so no need for signs. And as Maria said, the keynote sessions will be recorded and later added to the website. So please enjoy the day, network as much as possible, and without further ado, I would like to invite our first keynote speaker, Professor Peter Paul.